What's up, y'all? I'm back. Just want to get on here and talk a little bit about cost of living. Cost of living for a digital nomad in Thailand, right? So, as before, like I told y'all in the last Shadowcast, these are going to be more vlog type videos where I'm just talking about whatever's on my chest and journaling, video journaling about my experience out here, living this life, and giving value about how to be a digital nomad out here, living this lifestyle. So, I'm sitting here looking at the side of the camera over here. The lens is there. So let me try to look at y'all. Let me try to look at y'all. All right. We're trying to look at y'all in the fucking camera right here. So, cost of living. So, people have been asking me how much it costs, how much is rent out here. On average, I would say rents in Thailand, specifically Bangkok, Pattaya, is around, on average, about $500 US every month. And that's to get something really nice. Like you can see behind me, this is the spot where I stay at. It's really nice. They got a pool, they got a gym, they got a sauna, they got a clubhouse, meeting room, a whole bunch of good amenities, right? Gated entry, private parking for your cars and your motorbikes. Really nice. Everything's close to the beach. It's also convenient because it has 7-Eleven like on the bottom floor, on the first floor. Really nice spot. And I paid less than $500 a month for where I stay. More like closer to like $250 a month for my rent in US dollars. Plus, so let's talk about utilities, right? So electricity and water is what you pay, and water is no more than like 250 baht a month, which is damn, that's like $5 for the water bill. And electricity usually don't go over 1,000 baht a month. Most of the times it's less than that. So like 30-40 bucks for electricity every month. And then if you want to have your own internet, you have to get that installed. Usually that's about somewhere like 500 baht a month, something like that. I have to double check on that. 500 baht a month is like what? That's 15 bucks. No, about right at 20 bucks maybe. About 20, somewhere in there. No more than 20 bucks for your internet service. And then let's see, cost of living. Other than that, let's see, food. Man, you could go down the street. You could go to these street venues. I'm just gonna look at where I feel comfortable looking at camera. I'm tired of looking over here. I'm gonna look over here. So yeah, the street vendors, the street food is fucking great. You can get my favorite dish, which is called Pakapao Gai, which is chicken with basil and rice. You can get it just like that, or you can get it Pakapao Gai Kai Dao, which is with the egg on top. So they get like a fried egg and put it on top of that. And that shit is delicious. It's spicy too. That, most places you can find that for like, they'll cook it for you right there Usually like these little street restaurants, there's like tables you can sit down to eat. And it's a full plate of food. Full plate of food. You can get full off of it for like 50 baht, 60 baht, which is like $1. So let's say I just ate that once or twice a day. Okay, let's be like, let's splurge a little bit. Let's say I just ate something like that. I went out to eat every single day, 3 times a day, and I paid $1 each time I went out to eat. That's $3 that I spent on food in a day. Multiply that times 30 days, $3 times 30 days. What's that? 3 times 10, 3 times 10 is 30. 30, 60, 90, $100 on food. Is that right? Is that good math? $90 on food, something like that. I'm bad with math. But very little money spent on food. And you can save even more than that if you just go to the market and you buy your fruits and vegetables. Like I went to, they got the markets, like fresh markets, like night markets where you can go and there's actually farmers out there with real produce that's fresh, that ain't GMO, they ain't got chemicals and bullshit in it. You can sit there and get a whole bunch of groceries for like maybe 200 baht, 200, 300 baht. Once again, like that's less than $10, right? And you got enough food to last you the whole week. Like me and Shorty went out and got some vegetables and groceries last week, and I still haven't eaten everything that we bought. And we've been eating on that. You know, she come over sometimes and we eat on it together, and I still got some shit left in the refrigerator. And I spent less than $10 on that. A week's worth of groceries for less than $10. And so what else? Okay, so you saving a ton of money on food. Rent only costs you, on average, $500. Electricity, water is like, it's combined less than $100. Like probably around $50 for like both utilities, you know. So what is that? $50 times on average, so $500 for rent plus utilities. That's $550 right there for rent and utilities. Food is like, if you splurge every fucking day, I mean you splurge, you go out to eat good every day, you're gonna spend like $100 on food in a month. Okay, that's a good solid number. So what we at $650 for food. And you know, if you can save even more money if you just go get your own groceries and put them in the refrigerator, right? Internet, what I say, 500 baht, that's like what, 15, 20 bucks. So what we at, 650, add 20 on top of that, $670 we at. And now let's talk about transportation. You can rent a motorbike. The prices vary. I don't have one myself. I'm working on getting a motorbike. But what everybody uses around here, even if they have motorbikes, sometimes when you don't want to drive because you're drunk, everybody uses Grab or Bolt out here. And that's a mobile app that's just like Uber, where you can order a car to come pick you up and take you where you need to go. And the same thing with that, you can do either the car or they have the motorbikes. The motorbikes, you jump on the back of a motorbike and you ride you piggybacking on a motorbike with a guy that'll take you where you need to go. The first time I did it was in Bangkok, and I was scared shitless because I had never seen nothing like that. They darting in and out of traffic, in and out of cars. But after a while, you get used to it because when you take a Bolt or a Grab on the motorbike, you get to where you need to go fast. Because if you take a car, especially during peak hours when there's a lot of traffic, you're gonna be stuck in traffic for a minute. You're gonna be stuck in traffic for a long ass time. So it'll take you a long ass time to get to where you need to go if you take a car when you're taking the Bolt or the Grab. Now, on average, if for every boat ride, if you take a motorbike, oh man, like it's been as cheap as 35 baht. 35 baht. That's less than $1. That's less than $1 for you to get an Uber to where you need to go. Less than $1. And if you take a car, usually it averages around 100 baht, which is about $3, right? About $3. But still, you get the Uber ride for $3. If you average like 2 of those a day, and you don't be taking Uber or Lyft every single day. Sometimes you can take public transportation. Sometimes most of the stuff you need is within walking distance to where you live. So you don't even have to take the transport option all the time. So what's that? Like, let's say you have to take the Grab or the Bolts 3 times a week, right? And you spend let's say like a total of like 150 baht, right? 3 times a week. So that's what's that? 450 baht. So that's, once again, that's probably $15, right? $15 a week. Multiply that times 4. That's $60. $60 a month for transportation. So let's add that to what we said, 670, add 60 on top of that. What is that? That's $730 we at right now. And then the other money is for like recreational, like you going out to drink, you going out to party. That's when we start getting into some money, because people like to spend a lot on having fun out here. So you going on trips, you go to the bar, you go to the club, you turn it up. When you're not at the studio playing music, or you're out at your, whatever you're doing, gigging. Because we're talking, like, this is what digital nomads will spend. Digital nomad musicians, specifically. I'm doing this video to help other musicians who want to live the digital nomad lifestyle. That's why I'm going to title this video, Average Cost of Living for a Digital Nomad Musician in Thailand. So that way you guys can find it if you're looking for the information. But yeah, let's add on like recreation money, right? Then I'll stop right there. So yeah, like you can spend, if you want to just like ball out, maybe if you had $200 added to the 730, that'll bring us to 930. So we just just below $1,000 for the whole month. This is what I would spend. This is what I'll be looking at spending if I was out here living the life. So if you have, and then so what we at? We at 930. So let's say the rest of that, to round it up to 1,000, would be $70. $70 we put aside for emergencies. Let's say that we have $70 that we got just in case you need to go to the doctor or something like that, or you need to go to the pharmacy to take care of whatever happened to you, here in Thailand. So yeah, like with $1,000 out here will cover your entire cost of living for 1 month if you budget like that. Easily. Now you got, average. Some people can get away with spending less than that. I got friends that I know in my network, they spend less money than that every month. But then I got other friends that be balling out. They got big ass condos, there's penthouse suites, and it costs a lot. And they have bought cars, they have bought motorbikes. They got a little bit more money to spend. But if you're a digital nomad musician on a budget and you're on the come up, like I was, I'm still on the come up. I'm still, I budget. I still watch my money. I still don't really ball out like a lot of cats out here. But I just want to let you know it's possible. to give you like a ballpark figure of what it's really like out here to live. And I didn't include like if you go to the studio. Like if you have your own studio equipment, you can just have your own studio set up in your apartment, in your condo where you live. Whether you're a singer, whether you play an instrument, anything. And so you can do a lot of your recording in your place where you live. That's the best. Gonna be the best situation for you. Now, if you want to go to the studio, they do have studios out here. The ones that I found, they're pretty expensive, right? So like a 3-hour block, I think they charge like 1,500 baht, which is pushing like $100, like $100. You know, because 1,000 baht is more like 40, 50 bucks. And then half of that is another 25. So that's like 75, 80 bucks, almost $100 for a 3-hour block of studio time. So compared to other services and stuff in Thailand, that's expensive for studio time. But if you need to go to the studio, you got to budget that out and have that money set aside so you can go to the studio. And then, I don't know about you, but sometimes 3 hours ain't enough. I be needing like the 6-hour block or the 8-hour block if I got more than one song that I'm working on. So just something to think about. So that's extra money. Like you can spend that extra 70 that you had left out of that 1,000 to spend on studio time if you need to. But if you making good money, maybe you got a good online gig somewhere, you making 2,000, 3,000 a month, you golden. You got plenty of bread left over to really ball out. So yeah, I think I've talked enough on this one. I hope you guys got value out of this. Like I said, these shadow casts gonna be like this. I'm gonna try to add as much value as I can. And sometimes these are just gonna be video journals where I'm just journaling my experience. So today you guys got a treat. I added a ton of value. I tried to give you guys some insight on what it's like to spend money out here to live. So I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace.